want to say good evening to everybody out there. My name is Dale Ray. I am founder and director of Gaining Ground, a program for mid-low income at-risk youth who have difficulties or at risk of becoming violent offenders, drug dependency, delinquents, truancy, gang affiliation. We about all that here at Gaining Ground. You know, I was a former drug addict for over 20 years. Today I've been clean for 12 years. I've been to prison numerous times, affiliated with gangs. I was shot in the chest. Also being homeless for several years, sleeping on the streets of San Francisco and literally eating out of the garbage can, so I know what I'm talking about. Today I am a certified chaplain, anger management and domestic violence facilitator. I am also author of a book called To Hell and Back, as well as working with the California and state of Texas pardon and parole division parolees, county jails, San Francisco and Houston independent school districts, at-risk youth. Also work with the mental health patients, drug and alcohol treatment facilities. I wear a lot of hats, and I'm able to do that today with 12 years clean. I want to say that to my listeners, you can help fund Gaining Ground organization located in Houston, Texas, by donating money and goods for the following services. We need funds to purchase a building to provide a safe haven, services, and activities for our youth. We need computers, copiers, fax machines, tables, desks, DVDs, TV, radio. We need all of that. Academic and recreational supplies and equipment. And we appreciate that you would become a regular supporter and to help us. Gaining Ground preventive program will help and assist in transforming the lives of our troubled youth today by involving adult life coaches like myself, individual case management, after school activities, homework assistance, and etc. And I want to thank y'all for joining me today on Dale Ray Show. Today, I want to talk about gang members. You know, this gang thing is a development and a process. It's not an event. And you can tell that by all the senseless murders in your town and the schools that have this problem. Need to work with the parents, the criminal justice agencies, because we can nip it in the bud if we stand together. And it rests with us to recognize the presence of gang activity and deal with it in a timely manner. At Gaining Ground, we offer safety tips to teens at risk for this behavior problem. And we do understand the school climate, the culture, and the school community relations issues. I personally counsel these kids in my office on a one-on-one basis. I am also, like I said, the author of a book, To Hell and Back. I give these kids, each one of them, a book about my life. I have also worked closely with director and founder Rudy Corpus of United Players, located in San Francisco. And if you could hear me, Rudy, I'm sending a shout out to you, brother. Love you, young general. And Rudy and I have worked together as gang prevention counselors. But also, we have put together many Stop the Violence rallies. And so I have the passion for helping to save these kids' lives today. And I want my listeners to know that in the major cities, gangs are responsible for at least half the homicides. Our nonprofit wants to assist these kids in getting away from that lifestyle instead of leaving in a body bag. And we are successful in reaching a few of them, most of them young. As we know, when they are at that young age, they are so susceptible. And I mean, they can go either way. That's why we need your support here at Gaining Ground. You can send your donations so we can lease a building to put together services for these kids. We are doing it right now, but working out of a small office. You know, and I know that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. And when these teens have nothing to occupy their time, they turn to mischief to entertain themselves. There are so many kids here in Houston, Texas, that live below the poverty level. And so we know that despair is a state of mind for many of them. To everybody out there listening to me today, we need to treat this like a virus that needs to be isolated. And we at Gaining Ground want to bring people together for solutions. I want you to go to my website, www.gainingground.us. Click on Contact and fill out that form. And also my email is dalers@gainingground.us. Let's do this together, people. There is power in unity. You know, we have so much to do. The definition of a disease is not even a metaphor because it has characteristics, people. And most definitely, it has mortality. I speak to those kids out there. Make the change, youngster, before it's too late. Start spending time doing other things, like going to the library. There are many other possibilities. You can be a new person, my son, my daughter. You can begin to believe in yourself. You weren't born to be that way. And we all make bad decisions. And I know I did. And it cost me a lot. And stop wearing the colors that you think have a gang meaning. I want you to know that other people, at least other young people across America, make the decision to live a better life every day. But it's up to you to make the first move. You deserve a better life, youngster, for yourself and for your family and for the community. Y'all stay with me. I'm going on a break for a second. I'll be right back. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. And I got to say, Mom and Dad, please talk to your kids. Talk to them about right and wrong. But also, you got to listen to them. Because when you listen to your kid, you are showing interest. Because if you don't, believe me, the gang will. And I promise you that. This is Dale Ray. And I'm coming to you live this evening from Houston, Texas. And I'm coming to you uncut. My goal and the goal of Gaining Ground is to help these teens at risk find a more positive path for growth. But we need your help. Remember, it takes a hood to raise a hood. That's how it was when I was coming up. When my mom went to work and me and my brothers and sisters stuck our head out the door, then ran out into the streets to play. I can remember an old lady across the street named Mama Jessie, and she yelled at us and said, "Y'all better get back in that house." And when we didn't listen to her, Mom got home and we got ate up. I'm serious. I cried for hours. But that was the love that people had in the neighborhood for the kids. And after that whooping, and so I say, what happened to those days? So to those youngsters who think this is a cool life, it's not. You're going to get killed. Or if that don't happen, then you're going to state prison. And guess what? You can't run in there. You got to start believing in the power of change, youngster. I was in a gang in the days And I'll be the first to say that I was a coward to gang up on somebody else. You don't need to make other people be afraid of you in order to feel good about yourself. It's okay to be a good person. And I love being me today. I was a crack addict for over 20 years, homeless, going to state prison, gang affiliation. And today, through the grace of God, I am a certified anger management counselor. I help couples, but also I help men and women coming out of prison and to help them be the best that they can for themselves, for their families, and for the neighborhood. And you can do it too, if you stop wasting time. I'm your DJ today, and I'm Dale Ray. I'm asking y'all to scroll down to the PayPal and support us on helping the teens at risk out there. And I personally go to a lot of schools and give presentations to groups of teens, and also leave a book about my life called To Hell and Back. They are amazed that I have survived after all that. And I tell them, it ain't promised you're going to go through what I went through. It ain't promised you will survive. That's why I'm here to talk to them. So hopefully, youngster, you'll avoid those pitfalls. Just believe in yourself. Then others will too. And I'm sure about that. And if you kids can remember the few people who manage to believe in themselves, those who continue moving along the path they've chosen, those are the ones who succeed. And you can do it too. Make up your mind and say, I don't want this kind of life. This is Dale Ray. I want to say God bless y'all. Thank y'all for joining me today.